Lotro stream is live. Who knew? Shout out to our friend Celestia. She is also streaming Lotro right now. She's got 45 viewers. That is pretty solid for somebody streaming Lotro. Congratulations, Celestia. She is really building an audience. And hello, everybody. Welcome to Lotro Stream. I'm Big Ed Mustafa, and it's once again time for Adventures After Dark. I'm excited to be here. I have been trampled by The Witcher 3, aggravated by Apex Legends, mediocre at World of Warships. I've dabbled a little bit in Fallout 76, but now it is Lotro time. It's the game that almost never irritates me, unless I'm doing Nala Doom and I get curb stomped 45 times by the boss. But that's, you know, if you can name the one thing that happened, then that's not too bad. So, yeah, I'm going to switch things up a little bit tonight. It's my prerogative to basically play whatever the heck I want. So tonight we are on Crick Hollow. I'm on my main account, and I am playing my namesake character, Big Ed Mustafa. He's a guardian. He's a man of Gondor. And, yeah, I have not dusted him off in a good long time. So I am looking forward to seeing where he's at. He is in Udun. That might explain why I haven't played him in a long time. Mordor is terrific. Udun gets very tiresome. It is a whole lot of... I'm going to talk about the armor set he's wearing here pretty soon. I'll wait till we get logged into the game. But, yeah, I hope you guys are geared up for a big old weekend. I hope you got something fun planned. And Lotro just crashed, so... yeah, let's try that again. Very strange. Now, I am playing on Linux, so occasionally something unusual can happen. It's pretty rare I get crashed out of the game once I'm in it. Normally I just have trouble launching it. If I get logged in, I'm normally good to go after that, so... that is okay. We'll go back to Crick Hollow. So I have characters on Crick Hollow on several of my accounts. I had a whole team on Crick Hollow, and then I also, excuse me, moved most of my Silverlode characters over to Crick Hollow. And Crick Hollow is actually the server I have more characters on than any other. And I actually have duplicates of a couple of classes. I think I've got 2 captains. I've got 2 guardians, which is a little weird, but that's okay. Weird is good. All right, let's try getting in again. See how this goes. There's that armor we're going to talk about again. So I'm going to kick tonight off with a Diet Dew. In fact, that's pretty much all I have to drink, which is fine. I love Diet Dew. It's excellent. It's probably my second favorite soda normally. And we've got Cheez-It Crisps. These are the double cheese. And so I don't get sad when I get to the bottom of the Cheez-Its, I buried some lightly salted Blue Diamond almonds in the bottom of the Cheez-It bowl. So for lightly salted, they were still pretty good and salty, so I'm liking them. Coke Zero has been $6 a 6-pack around here. I've not been able to catch it on sale. So I've been drinking Dr. Pepper Zero. I've been drinking Diet Dew. And Druid's Fire, it will please you to know I even bought a 6-pack of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now, I have drank it on stream before and had publicly stated I found Pepsi Zero Sugar to be drinkable. In fact, I was about as excited about it as Diet Dr. Pepper, which I find perfectly drinkable also. I bought a 6-pack of the new formulation. I don't like it as well. It's supposed to have a new improved taste, and in my mind they've made it taste more like regular Diet Pepsi, which I know is your favorite. So I will not disparage it out of respect for you. Antler says, I have been drinking Pepsi Zero. Yeah, so God bless you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it. I won't be buying another 6-pack of it. Just haven't really enjoyed it. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. I can choke it down. I just don't enjoy it. I don't know that it's any worse than Diet Coke. Although I drank a Diet Coke last week with my Popeyes order, and I thought that was fine. Maybe just because the Popeyes was so delicious that I didn't care what I was drinking with it to a certain extent. Oh, I took him right down. So, Druid's Fire says, actually don't like any diet drinks because the artificial sweeteners are nasty to me. I'm all about the Pepsi with real sugar. Oh, okay. For some reason I was thinking you were a Diet Pepsi drinker, but you drink regular leaded Pepsi. I will say that regular Pepsi, other than being very, very sweet, is really not too bad. All of the regular colas I always liked. Royal Crown, Coke, I could drink Pepsi. I was a Coca-Cola Classic drinker for a long, long time. But about the time Mrs. Mustafa got put on insulin, when you're watching your wife have to inject herself with insulin, you kind of lose your taste for sugared soda. So, also, that was right after I had been vegetarian for 6 months. And one of the things my body told me when I was not eating meat was there's no meat in cake or pie. I developed a horrible sweet tooth while I was vegetarian. And when I switched back to eating meat, I'm like, I can't keep drinking cola, regular soda, and eating sweets and eating meat. I will die quickly. So the one dietary change I made when I went back to eating meat was I switched to diet soda. Unfortunately, when I started eating meat again, my sweet tooth, I've always had a bit of a sweet tooth. I've talked before about really liking Godiva chocolates and Lindt truffles, and nothing wrong with a nice sweet treat once in a while as long as you enjoy in moderation. But I started eating a lot fewer sweets again because my body was getting the calories and the protein and wasn't trying to trick me into eating more calories to offset all of the salad I was putting into my body. But anyway, that's how I got switched from Coke Classic over to Coke Zero, and it was much easier than if I had tried switching to Diet Coke. So I am curious to my Pepsi drinkers out there, nod to Druid's Fire most of all, since she is a regular Pepsi drinker. I am curious about Pepsi Nitro. That looks like a very interesting product. It's a little more expensive. They actually put, I believe, a CO2 capsule in the can, and it's almost like popping open a can of Guinness. It's really, really fine carbonation and very creamy. And Antler says, "Oh, I've been eating drumsticks lately. The ice cream treat, those are quite good." But yeah, if you've had Pepsi Nitro, sound off. Let me know. Not gonna lie, I have looked at that and thought, I bet that's pretty good. I have a sneaking suspicion I have reset skill tree I need to take a look at because I am missing a bunch of skills. When you're a guardian, though, you can pretty much just go smash people in the face and let your heavy armor do its job. So I had been eating extra cheesy Cheez-Its, the regular Cheez-Its. The snapped Cheez-Its are much poofier and lighter, almost like a little cracker. Well, I mean, Cheez-Its are crackers. These are almost chip-like, I guess. And the double cheese, quite good. Very good cheese flavor. The danger, of course, is you don't want to end up with your mechanical keyboard all covered with orange snack dust. I haven't played this one in a long time. We still have Li2 tracking thingies going on. I thought I had upgraded his LIs, but let's take a look. Yeah, he does have modern LIs. But I'm pretty sure if I haven't lost my house here on Kirk Hollow, it's probably in escrow. So I'll have to get that straightened out at some point. But that's why it's good to rotate around. Make sure you play some of your alts once in a while. I've been playing a ton of Mandalinia on Evernight, which has been fun. I really enjoy playing with the gang on Wednesdays. We've got a regular fellowship that gets together and we go out and quest. My problem is now that I am level 140, there's not a whole lot left for me to do solo. To the point where, I mean, the mission thing is not my cup of tea. I know a lot of players really like it because it's easy and you feel like you can get a lot done and get rewarded. And great, yeah, you know, Lotro is your game. Play it the way you'd like. So new content for 140 was on Bull Roar this week. You get some of those gamer chopsticks you can snack without messing up your peripherals. I like it. There are some things, chopsticks, salads. If you're eating a salad, it's so much easier to eat a salad with chopsticks than lettuce. It's like restaurants should just always serve chopsticks with salads. I don't know how many times I've been eating a salad, I'm trying to stab the lettuce with my fork and it just slides off. You can pick up a lettuce leaf with chopsticks super easy. New level 140 content will be very welcome. Although I think Gundabad is really excellent. I mean, I was very impressed with that. That's been a joy to explore and quest and see everything there is to see. It's quite expansive. I kind of called it Mines of Moria for level 130s. I guess where I'm at, I'll probably just run up to the next camp instead of going back to the Udun foothold. Antler says, speaking of which, I just completed Helmsdyke solo, so we need to be getting the gang together and do Deeping Wall 12-man. Well, you have to do Deeping Wall solo duo. Just because you got Helmsdyke done doesn't mean you can just jump right into the raid version of Deeping Wall. If you have not run the 12-man full raid version of the Deeping Wall Epic Battle, it's crazy. It's super fun. There's so much stuff going on. Just waves and waves and waves of enemies and siege engines you have to destroy and orcs spilling over the wall from every direction and side missions popping up everywhere. We've run it quite a few times on Wednesday night, and I just really enjoy that. I think that's a lot of fun. That group, we got really good at epic battles. I think I've got like 330 promotion points on Mandalinia. Yeah, I can't wait to see how much more powerful I am once I actually get my trait lines fixed. We'll see how that goes. Zinger, I hope you're having a good night tonight, bud. I know you've just got to be giddy with anticipation about this game on Sunday. Zinger is a huge sports ball fan, and his local team is one of the 2 featured Super Bowl teams. I am not particularly partisan for either team. I just want to see a good game on Sunday. I expect an Eagles win. I think they're the better of the 2 teams. They're just more solid on both sides of the ball. Kansas City's very good, very talented, but I just feel like the Eagles are the better team this year. So we'll see what happens. That's the part of the fun. Speculating and then seeing if things turn out like you want or expect them to. Yeah, I was talking to my friends about going out. One of the things I always tell them this time of year, it's like, hey, we need to get together and go watch the Super Bowl somewhere. If we don't, then the terrorists have already won. And it's like, none of my buddies are particularly big Kansas City fans, which is unusual because of where we live. There's a lot of Kansas City Chiefs fans in Omaha. But likewise, I don't have any Eagles fans in my local peer group either. So it's a little interesting that you've got brothers playing on opposite teams. You've got a coach playing his old team for the Super Bowl. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh, and I'm always talking about task item turn-ins. I very much encourage it. You can get experience points, item experience points, war steed experience points, reputation points with various factions. You can earn titles, you can earn cosmetics, and most of all, it helps get junk out of your bag. You should do task item turn-ins every day. They're good and good for you. And I wanted to just mention how proud and excited I am that Cordovan actually did task item turn-ins on Court of the Rings today. So that's a fantastic job of setting an example from our community manager. So I salute you, Cordovan. Well done. We seem to have a lot of extra stuff. I'm not sure why. That's okay. I'm in a safe camp. Let's take a look at the trait trees. Yeah, that's what I thought. Now I had gotten some help from Chromite setting up Big Ed Mustafa. Chromite was a big fan of the yellow trait tree for Guardians, particularly if they're doing mounted combat. And I think I was yellow and blue line, which is a little unusual because I typically go red line on characters that I mostly play solo, and this is a character that I've mostly played solo, but it's possible I may have been running red and yellow line because, like I said, I don't really do any tanking. I don't have a group I play with on Crick Hollow regularly. Ah, Professor Corey is also a big proponent of yellow line. There you go. I should mention, for those of you who are shocked that I'm drinking Diet Dew and not my beloved Coke Zero tonight, I came home with a 52-ounce Coke Zero that I drank before dinner, so I have gotten my daily dose. And happily, we actually have Coke Zero on fountain at work. So I typically, normally if I go out to lunch, I drink a lot of iced tea. If I'm eating in the food court at the office, I'll invariably get a Coke Zero. I think maybe once a month I'll switch it up and get a Diet Dew with lunch. But I get a lot of Coke Zero at work, and if I'm out tooling around, I stopped off and picked one up on my way from or to go see Mrs. M. No, on my way home. Singer says you'll likely have more trait points than before from those changes, so be sure you have plenty to dive into both lines. Okay. That is good to know. Well, let's do yellow line first. Oh, that's weird. I have 3 unlocked? Is that a change, or did I actually pay to unlock a 3rd trait line on this character? I might have actually paid it, because it's like 100 mithril or something. It is not inexpensive to unlock a 3rd trait tree. Ed, just for you, I will buy a Pepsi Nitro Vanilla on Monday and try it while you stream on Tuesday. That sounds good, Antler. I hope you enjoy it. I'm surprised nobody in chat has had one. Sir Waffle says, I was about to say, that's not Coke Zero. I thought you'd lost your way. No. Even I drink water occasionally. So I like iced tea. I like water. You know, it's funny is I haven't drank a beer in about 6 or 7 years now. I've never had a problem with alcohol. I've always liked beer. I just got to the point sometime back in my 30s, I was like, you know what? Why am I spending extra money to feel bad the next day? And I just kind of lost interest in drinking alcohol. So my buddies drink. I don't have a problem with drinking. I used to like the taste of beer. I liked wine and champagne. I just haven't done it in a long time. But my adult beverage of choice, for whatever reason, even clear back into high school when I wasn't supposed to be drinking it, I was a big fan of Heineken. And I saw an ad for Heineken Zero a week or two ago, and now all of a sudden I'm like, maybe I should drink a non-alcoholic beer once in a while. Which my old self would have just been like, what's the point? But beer, like iced tea, goes very well with certain foods. If you're drinking anything that's particularly like pizza. Pizza can be heavy and kind of rich because of the melted cheese and the meats on it. And an iced tea or a beer has that slight bit of bitterness that kind of just cuts right through. So, Ponton checking in. Hello, Ponton. Zinger says, I've had a regular nitro, not the vanilla. Yeah, well, tell us about it. How did you like it? Maybe I'll buy a regular Pepsi Nitro and give it a try. I still drink a fully leaded soda once in a great while. Forbin Kid checking in. Hello, Forbin Kid. Did I see you were playing some Fallout 4 earlier, Forbin Kid? OSU Cowboys checking in. Pizza and also Mexican foods go well with beer. You are not wrong. TLDR kind of just tasted like flat Pepsi. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, not me playing it? Somebody was on your computer. We gave Cannablik a hard time one night because he showed up in Discord as playing Roblox. So we were like, hey, Canna, how'd your Roblox session go? That wasn't me, that was the grandkids. It's like, yeah, whatever. Seems like Twitch has a new feature every time I enter a stream. Now I can see previous chat. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Anyway, I was going to bump up my yellow line. You have to reload the page, you don't miss chat. That's a happy thing. Anyway, I'm going to shout out a friend of mine. Mr. Christoph is a streamer who he'll stream hobby projects, he'll stream retro video games, he'll stream and just do general chatting about technology and things. Real life friend of mine. We've flown together at the Omahawks RC Airplane Club. He hasn't been around much the last 7 or 8 years, but he showed back up on Labor Day, and it kind of rekindled his interest in hanging out and flying with us. And it was his dad, Rick, who said, "Oh, you need to create a character on I want to say he originally said Crick Hollow, and no, it might have been Silverload. I think Big Ed Mustafa's a transfer from Silverload. He's like, you should create a Guardian and name him Big Ed Mustafa." And Mr. Christoph and his dad used to play Lotro. His dad, Rick, was pretty well known on Silverload for a long time. I think he was a kin leader. I don't remember which kin. It was a long time ago. But, it's kind of funny that there were several people at the RC Flying Club who were also Lotro players. It was a strange bit of crossover. But I was standing there with Mr. Christoph one time, and we were talking about something, and this third individual came walking up and said, "You guys don't happen to play Lord of the Rings online, do you?" And it was Dures's husband, Jeff, whom my wife and I actually hang out with pretty regularly and go to dinner. So, Pottin is eating ice cream. That sounds like a good plan. So, it's kind of funny how certain things just kind of cross over. Flying buddies who are also Lotro players. I was surprised that there'd be any, but that's okay. You don't know till you ask. Okay, well, I've maxed out yellow line. So I suppose if I'm already in yellow line, I may as well add some red skills. Mandalorian 2K checking in. Hi, Mandalorian. How are you? We will shout out our friend Busy Beth. She is also a very regular Lotro streamer. Be sure to check out her channel if you get the chance. We love to support our fellow Lotro streamers. All right, well, that's pretty good. So that's tier 3. Tier 2, we'll go red line. There's a lot of busy work. It seems kind of dumb to shout out Druid's Fire because y'all should definitely know who she is and be following her already. But she definitely deserves the shout out, so let's give her some love. And I also want to wish our friend Eldolith well. Eldolith was feeling a little under the weather. She is normally streaming art on Friday nights and often comes by and raids Lotro stream after she's done. She took the night off, and hopefully she'll be feeling better later this weekend. You guys will be able to catch her stream. Chromite was helping you with the setup in the past. I imagine he talked you into spending the MC to maintain one of each tree. Could be. Although I would have expected him to do that more on Hunter than on Guardian. But I might have unlocked it just so I had all three. That sounds like something I would have come up with on my own, because, you know, why not? Okay. So I've got red-yellow hybrid, yellow-red hybrid, and then we'll go true blue, and I'll mix in some, probably some red line. I think blue-red would be good. I'm just guessing. I have no idea. I'm literally just clicking without paying much attention to what I'm doing. Chromite was always very particular about do not put all of your points into all of your skill tree. There's some stuff on the skill tree that's just stupid and useless, and you don't want to waste the points, and it's like, I'm just going to fill it in. I always used to rib Chromite that if he'd spent as much time studying the stock market as he did Lotro, he would have been a multimillionaire, but he took this game very seriously and was very helpful to a lot of players, so we miss him. Not forgotten, Chromite. Ethereum says, I always fill in the tree. I don't have time to min-max that. Druid's Fire. He always hated when people didn't do precisely what he said. You are not wrong about that. I recall him suggesting to Agent Brigman to not use Yellow Hunter and to switch to red, so maybe not that. I remember early on he was trying to give me an expert tutorial on Hunter, and he did some stance dancing, and at one time he was using all three stances. In fact, if I recall, he had 6 trait trees unlocked on one of his Hunters he was showing me, because he wanted to have different hybrid combinations. I mean, he was extremely thorough. That's all I'm going to say. Lorenzo V. Ricard says, does this game have players? Yeah, several, actually. At least one player, that being Ed's Guardian. Well, I'm not sure I count. The people at my group home basically just load this on the computer, so it keeps me quiet and busy. Okay, so we got the trait trees handled. I think it's probably time for a little bit of inventory management, because these bags are a mess.
Now then.
Let's see if we've got anything we can get rid of here. Let's repair some stuff. And see if we got anything we can sell. Poplar wood, yeah, let's sell that. Oh, Lorenzo V. Racar says, I mean, starting to play in 2023? Yeah, actually, there was a pretty big resurgence in the game, and there's a lot of players playing at lower levels. Plus, a lot of us who've been playing Lotro for a long time, we jokingly call ourselves altaholics because we have uh, characters on multiple servers, characters on multiple accounts. It's always fun to restart and roll up a new character combination. Plus, Standing Stone Games, the developers, have kind of encouraged that lately. They've allowed new race and class combinations that haven't been allowed before, and they've introduced new lower level regions so you can take new characters through content you haven't had available before. It really kind of helps keep the game vital, and there's always something new and different to do. They've done a nice job of continuing to develop it. It is a very exhaustive free to play, so great to at least give it a try. If you like the lore and good story, you will enjoy it. They also made a ton of the game. All content up to Helm's Deep expansion is completely free now. Yeah, that's like the first 95 levels. And all of my accounts are free to play. If you don't mind spending a little extra time and you're patient, you don't have to subscribe, but it is recommended. You'll generally enjoy your gameplay more and not have to spend quite so much time on character maintenance. I got a bunch of stuff in my mailbox too. It's a little weird. Alright. So I was trying to sell stuff. I didn't get very far.
Now then.
Distracted by chat. That often happens. I generally don't wear my reading glasses, not out of vanity, but the problem is they pick up the monitor and the lighting, and I basically look like little Orphan Annie. You just see like two bright white circles here where my eyeballs should be, so that doesn't look like the glare's too bad tonight. Let's take a look. I'll start at the bottom and work my way up, just so we can look at some different junk. Hides, I don't even remember. It's been a while since I've dusted him off. Protector, Metalsmith, Taylor. Prospector, Protector. It's one of those nights. I should have hit the diet dew a little earlier. Or taking a nap when I got home. That would have been a good idea. Map to Dunland. Piles of Anorian soil. Not a farmer. Let's go ahead and kick that to the curb. Fox amongst the flowers. Oh, that's what I was going to mention. The armor I'm wearing. It's a hard knock life for him. You are correct. I think I am wearing the lacquered armor of the Athelian captain. This is why I still pick flowers in North Athelian. It's a pretty nice armor set. It looks good. It's Zinger's favorite because you can add essences to it. He loves essence armor. Looks like I could stand to pick up a few more essences. It's a pretty good armor set for moving into Mordor. The bonuses are good for the level. The armor level is good for the level. And you can go through and customize it with whatever essences you can scrounge up. So, what's interesting about it too, you can use like, I know umber's one of the colors I've used on this. There's something else that's one of the dyes that looks hideous on most things. There's a couple of them that look really good on this. In fact, let's see if I've already dyed this. I don't see color notation. So I haven't dyed this yet, but there's a couple of dye colors that umber being one of them that really adds a really nice kind of an antique look to this armor set, and it's one of the things I like about it. So if you ever catch me in North Athelian and you're like, why is Ed picking flowers? So I can get this armor set on characters. Strange membranes, we can definitely sell those. Jeweler's scroll. woodworking. Herbs. I have better gauntlets. Weaponsmith scroll. Map to Oghair. Okay. Map to Bywater. Guardians don't get a lot of fast travel, so I tend to keep maps. Whereas with a warden or a hunter, you wouldn't need to. Doomfold parchments, Doomfold wax. Alright, so we're clearing out some pack space. We're getting there. Slowly but surely. There we go. Just like that, I've managed to clear like 10 spaces. That's not bad for me. What do we got? We do have a Traveler Steelbound loot box. We've got a lot of anniversary gifts. Pinwheel fireworks, more cosmetic armor. What else we got? War of the Three Peaks stuff. Helm of the Three Peaks. Armor of the Three Peaks. Orcish blade detection. Incomparable tracery. Okay, well that wasn't that helpful. Now I've got more junk in my bags again. Yeah, good enough. Let's go whack some stuff. Let's see what I've got for quests at the moment. The Land of Ash and Shadow. Scout the causeway to Barad-dûr. I can certainly do that. A Lonely Lookout. Search for abandoned packs. It's back in Udun. I guess we'll ride for Barad-dûr. Do you not like to lock items you don't want to sell? I never know what I want to sell or keep. I just go through my bags. I don't do things the right way, so it's like, why don't you lock your skill bars, Ed? I don't know. I like to move my fishing skill around if I decide to do some fishing. Worst part of Mordor, there's no fish to catch. Stupid Sauron has killed off all of the fishing populations. A dwarf and a goat. We'll get down off of our high horse and check out the goat. And we've got a slain stout axe. He's wearing queer armory. And Sauron seems like such a good steward of his lands, right? R.I.P. the days you could fish in the lava? Yeah. Kosa Smile says fish come pre-cooked that way. We'll catch halibut in Mordor. Gollum ate the fish. OSU Cowboy says Sauron poisoned the fish and what he missed Gollum ate. Gollum did like fish. One of his many fine traits. The true unsung hero of the Rings trilogy. When Frodo couldn't destroy the ring, Gollum snatched it off his hand and then YOLO'd it, saving the free peoples. Spoiler alert. There's Barad-dûr off in the distance. We're getting there. I don't know why this seems like a much longer ride tonight. This must be a very slow war steed I'm on. So Barad-dûr was Sauron's stronghold, and this is the tower that cracked and fell when the ring was destroyed. We gotta go check out the ruins, see what's going on. And before I do that, I want to check one thing in my sound settings. Now, I made sure that I had game audio before I started tonight. No, that looks good. And that looks good. I've got my microphone turned down. I went back and watched the replay from last week's stream and just sounded super loud. So turned out my microphone volume had been reset to 100% and it needed to be toned down. Hopefully the volume's good for everybody here. Thanks a lot, Linux Updates. Actually, I think it was me switching operating systems and sound sources. In addition to my regular headphones, my wired headphones, my wireless headphones, I've also got a Bluetooth speaker connected up. And if I'm not gaming, Like if I'm just watching YouTube videos, I'll switch over to the Bluetooth speaker so I can get out from under the headphones. And I think switching back and forth just might have tripped me up. Kind of makes you wonder why they're still here guarding the place. It's like, I got bad news for you. Yeah, you're probably not getting paid next Friday. What are the color bars representing on the left of the screen? Oh, as Druid's Fire alluded to, these are my old legendary item progress bars. This was part of the old system where you could just kind of watch and see if you needed to reforge a legendary. And I just, again, haven't played the character in a while. And if those are still active, I'm apparently still carrying some old legendary items.
With the raising of the ring, the 9 kings, all upon their thrones, were called henceforth to the Dark Tower. And lo, they were become wraiths and servants of my lord.
I don't even remember which trait I'm in. Yay, Ed's collecting lore pages. Well, Mandalinia doesn't have room for them, but Big Ed Mustafa probably does. So if I already have my new legendaries, oh, that's funny. Rewards tracker. Since I haven't played this character since, well, let's just say for a long time. There we go. Anyway, whether or not you wanted to track these was toggleable. I can come in here and turn all these off. If you need help, Bed, I can pour it over. My Lord Master is maxed, though. I don't expect to have any trouble.
One by one, the 9
I'm actually a bit over level. I'm 114. All the stuff's conning green to me.
For they were Nazgul, ring wraiths now, and all marveled at the One Ring's might.
I was stunned. This is another one of those places that it's just cool to look at. Notice large scratch marks on a nearby wall.
Three rings of the nine yet remained, and these he bestowed upon Númenórean men, proud and tall, who had bowed before him well and faithfully since times of old.
Alright, let's see how we do against the cargo. Looks like I'm doing okay. So much drama. Nice.
Then upon the pinnacle of Barad-dûr did Sauron stand, rightful lord of all. He raised the One Ring high, spoke dark words, and a wreath of shadow and storm were all about the tower's top.
I'm not sure I have to hit every scratch mark, but we'll go back. Thank you, Forbin Kid. I appreciate you mentioning it. I think they all just say, you should continue ahead. What do you guys think? Should I slaughter everybody? I may as well. Slaughter all equals more task items. That is an excellent point. Thank you for clearing up my muddled thinking. Okay, that's the staircase I need to go down, but there's no point in letting him live, so I'll send this warden back to the abyss. That claw mark's not lit up. That's for a future quest. He did not make it. All right, let's head on down the stairs. Oh, there's somebody just hanging out. Ooh, look at me go. I have completed Friend to the Conquest of Gorgoroth. Now working on Ally. Examine the chamber again. Notice on your way to the chamber you forgot to inspect the door. You hear footsteps coming around the corner. Just your old pal, Kid Mustafa. Some rubble. Oh, I found dusty artifacts. It's the Abyss. Well, I'm losing loot because it's timing out. I don't think I care all that much. Hello, door. Now we'll walk out of here. Oh, the guards. Good, I was coming to kill you anyway. Tortures. I've got to come back through here and kill a bunch more dudes, so I can finish the Slayer deed stuff later. Oh, there they are. Six of 6 on the guards. Well, there's Pendrican. More guards. And we've escaped. We need to go talk to some dude somewhere. So I've gotten most of the Cheez-It Snaps done, and I'm eating almonds as well now. Oh, they're all dead. It's unfortunate. There's something that keeps brushing up against my face that's just driving me nuts. Don't know what it is. Well met, friend. Hello, Tom. How are you? Be very careful riding across Mordor. There are some lava-filled chasms you can only cross at certain bridges. Doing fantastic. Just watched Princess Bride. Always an enjoyable view. I am having problems with my home theater setup. I got Summer of Soul on DVD. I still get discs from Netflix, so if they have something that they don't stream, I can still get it on disc and watch it that way. Then I don't have to have 45 different streaming services. So I pop it in, and the player plays the disc, but for some reason I've got a Yamaha receiver that normally switches audio video sources, and it can't seem to generate the video signal from the player. And it's like, I don't want to deal with this, just work. So the way it's plugged in right now, the Blu-ray player goes into the stereo receiver, and the stereo receiver patches it out to the TV. I might just hook it directly to the TV and see if it'll play that way. I suspect that it will. And it might just be a video switching issue with the receiver. But if not, it might just be time to get a new Blu-ray player. Or my excuse for getting a PlayStation 5. Why do we have a PlayStation 5? Because, honey, I needed a Blu-ray player. It's not impossible. I've seen HDMI cables go bad for no apparent reason before. But I think if I put a Blu-ray in instead of a standard DVD disc, it would probably play. I should experiment with it. It's one of those things where I haven't been watching a lot of TV lately. I'm mostly gaming when I get home from work. And I put in the movie. I'm like, I'll sit down and watch this. And I was like, I don't care enough to troubleshoot it. So maybe a good weekend project for me. Well, this particular Guardian is just questing in Mordor. It needs to be done. Mordor is not going to pacify itself. We have to go in and do it. So, you know, go into Barad-dûr, wreck the guards, free some prisoners. It's all good. I don't believe I did simply walk in. I think it took a little bit of effort. The battle at the Black Gate's pretty epic.
What?
He kind of sounded like he was doing the Batman thing. Tell Commissioner Gordon it's not true. The rumors are false. Robin and I are just good friends. What? What were we talking about? It's been a long while trying to find a way to climb Mount Doom, but gave up. Well, it did explode. That would make it tough to navigate. If we can sell some more stuff. Should have healed my pending, or cleared out my pending loot before I took off, but... Do I have any open inventory? I do. Well, that's a problem. Dark Essence of Physical Mitigation. treasure, tracery. Oh, Tome of the Chestnut Corgi. Don't really need a Chestnut Corgi, but I do need the pack space, so we'll read that. Cage keys. Kemma Security says we all need the Chestnut Corgi. Well, you're not wrong. Let's see what we've got. There we go. Yeah, I need to kill bunches of these things. So generally in any region, some of the best things to hunt for task items are the things that aren't naturally aggroed for some reason. Here in Mordor, the Sulak tend to drop a lot of task items. But they're kind of big and harmless, so I usually feel bad about killing them for no reason. I get over it quickly, don't get me wrong. That's why, because they're all collecting out in my overflow loot. I could not figure out what that was for a second. That Sulak was at a very odd angle on top of that rock. What the hell is that thing? Oh, okay. I figured it out. Herky Mad checking in. Hello, Herky. How are you, bud? Playing some Death Stranding. How's that been treating you, man? Herky's also streams Lotro regularly. Be sure to check him out and throw him a follow. I love raiding Herky Mad because he always gets jump scared by his own raid alert. It's an endless source of amusement for me. You're welcome, Herky Mad.
This is far from fair, Ethelian.
Far from fair, Ethelian. It's far from fair, Ethelian. An essence of evasion. Also probably too high of level for my armor. The good news is I can now turn in some task items. And I leveled up. That's another benefit of task item turn in. You may level up. At this level, what did I figure? Turning in 10 task items is... $410,000 XP. That's pretty solid. Excuse me. Andrus Ledger. Well, that means my house is definitely missing. Yup. Oh, I've got the ruins of Dingarth travel point. That's handy. That's a milestone skill. Alright, I'm not going to lie, I'm pretty tired of looking at these full bags. It's making it tough to get task items done. So I can't take the task items out of my pending loot. I don't think salamanders give much for task items. Oh, what are you doing, Ed? Get your sword out, you dummy. There we go. I did get a stony skin off the salamander. Better than nothing. Turtles2 checking in. Hi, Turtles. How are you? Thanks for checking out the stream tonight. I'm good, just tired. Yeah, I'm a little drowsy too. It's been a long, busy week at work. It's a good week. We got a lot of stuff done, but it's kind of non-stop.
Let us not tarry.
Okay, we will not tarry. What can I get rid of? That empowered dark essence. Actually, if I just do a search for essence. Dark Essence of Critical, Sebavine says, is this game still worth to join and start playing, or not really? No, it's actually going gangbusters. They've added some new content for lower level characters. They've made new character class and race combinations available, like Hobbit Champion. The latest mini expansion, Before the Shadow, is specifically for new characters. It's actively being developed. There's a lot of more exciting stuff coming out soon. And it's a beautiful realization of Tolkien's Middle-earth. There's some really terrific areas. The capital of Rohan, Edoras, and the Mead Hall, Mediseld. Absolutely wonderful to walk through. The city of Dol Amrith. Am I stuck? What the heck's going on? Oh, I think I'm just a moron. There's so much to see and do in the game. Yeah, it's really terrific. And even longtime players frequently create new characters and level them up. So you'll never be alone, even in a starter area. And you don't have to pay. Yeah, it's free to play, so you got nothing to lose by giving it a try. Definitely worth subscribing to, but you can play free to play for as long as you like, and then when you decide it's like, you know, I'm playing a lot, it would be nice if I had this and this and this and this feature. Subscription's pretty inexpensive, and yeah, definitely worth checking out. So let's see what else we got. Obsidian scales, curious goo, stony skin, bristled fur, more hides, and more filth. SWG, then DDO, then this. Oh, very nice. Well, Standing Stone Games used to be Turbine Games, and I played their very first MMO, Asheron's Call, when it came out back in '99. These guys do some great storytelling. I like the world of Middle-earth, but when I play MMORPGs, I get really into it, and if there aren't many players, then I don't want to spend my time, to be honest. You won't have a problem with that. The server populations are good. There's lots of active kinships, plenty of people to quest with, and if you don't want to join a kin, there's, you know, people spamming world chat for pickup groups all the time to run group content. There's dungeons and raids and skirmishes and instances and epic battles, and it's just a vast, vast game world that's brilliantly realized. I'm in Mordor right now, which is why it looks so desolate. The One Ring has been destroyed, and Turbine's been able to write original storyline post the battle at the Black Gate. I'm opposite. I am alone. Well, Lotro is very balanced in that regard too. You can definitely play it solo, but if you like to group up and do things with friends, there's extra content. You won't be punished or feel like you're missing out if you don't do any of the group stuff, but it's definitely icing on the cake. Some really fun stuff. Rockworm. PC was awful when you died. You had to go back to the danger area and loot your body for your best items. That was part of the fun. Boy, I remember playing on my Blade Master and I had to fight 3 diamond golems to get my corpse back and just barely survived the fight. I used to throw bludgeoning spells and I didn't have a lot of protection on my armor. It was a lot of work to get past those diamond golems. Body retrieval was fun though. There was some skin in the game. Asheron's Call, AC. Fighting them almost naked with your armor on the ground, yeah. Clothes are overrated. Armor usually is not overrated. Max level, my mage took off all his armor and aggroed the bunnies in Rithwick and died about 10 times. 10 minutes of nibbling. That's awesome. Glad they changed the death item idea for Lotro. You know, even after it launched, Lotro's been gradually getting easier and easier. We always joke about, you know, the bad old days when you needed travel rations and you had to go back to your trainer to level up, and if you wanted to turn in task items, you had to travel to where they were being accepted for turn-in. You couldn't just go anywhere with them. A lot of stuff is a lot easier than it used to be. Riding at level 20, good point, yeah. Celestia coming in with the raid. Hello, Celestia, and hello, everybody raiding. Welcome. We shouted out our friend Celestia earlier in the stream, but we'll do it again. She's a terrific lady, terrific streamer. Be sure to throw her a follow. Hang out in her channel, subscribe, donate, and put her in a higher tax bracket. She deserves it. Hi, Celestia. Oh, the Ill Omen Skirmish event is going on through the 28th. Oh my gosh, I'd love a higher tax bracket for Christmas. Exactly. Murky Mad says, now I have 2 big Eds. Which one is real? Neither of us. I'm a deep fake AI version Mrs. Mustafa created so you guys wouldn't know that she succeeded in murdering me in my sleep finally. Just remember, if she gets caught, testify on her behalf. Let the judge know I had it coming. Your Honor, Mrs. Mustafa murdering Ed was really the only way she could put herself out of his misery. It was completely justified. I'm going to move the almonds so I can eat them with my right hand. Like looking for the road and I was practically standing on top of it. I'm not a smart man. Wolf Alaskan says, I see you are a higher level, though. Yeah, all the numbers kind of scale up as you level. It's even crazier at level cap. I can do like 350,000 damage in a hit as my Runekeeper. You deal more damage, they have more health. It's all just math inflation. I think I'll give it a shot. What class do you think is most desired at endgame for group play? I don't mind being a tank, healer, or damage dealer. My highest is 119 right now. Well, tanks are usually welcome. I'd be a captain, guardian, Bjorning, or warden. I hear burglars are quite sought after for endgame. They have some special skills that come in quite handy. I do a fair amount of group content at endgame, but we're pretty casual about it. We don't get... Some of the guys at group that are dedicated raiders are really particular. It's not just enough to be max level. You have to be max geared, and they actually inspect people before they accept them into raid groups and stuff. It's like, yeah, okay, you could just maybe play and have fun instead, but, you know, it's your game. Play it how you like. Egarther says all of the classes are getting reworked this year, so we'll see how they end up. Excellent point. It's one of the nice things about an MMO. Everything changes. Interesting. Alright, should be able to turn in some more task items. Completed the task at hand. Okay, well, that's 10 out of 10 on task items then. Task limit reached, 10 of 10. Ooh, I got another trait point. It's doing a lot of damage for being in blue line. That was okay. that's really weird. Oh, nope, there we go. Now, many of you may have noticed that I have not deleted my Steelbound loot boxes. As crazy as it sounds, Zinger was the one who informed me that people actually buy them in the auction house. How do I not have a return to Bree? That's just cray-cray. Ruth. Oh, there's Return to Bree. You're just an idiot, Ed. Well, the adventurers ones. Mary Rose checking in. Hi, Mary Rose, and hello, Big Door 82. Champ is fun if you want to lay waste to whole hordes of enemies. I agree. I very much enjoy playing Champ. Ever be able to reallocate our virtue points? I ignored them and then saw they were all sitting at about 50 and nothing maxed out. Well, the adventurers ones. That is fixable, Forbin Kid. You may have caused someone to open a box. I didn't even notice which ones I had. Let's see what we got. Travelers. No, they're still marked for gold or more. There's somebody selling some for silver. It looks like they're going for as low as 40, 45 silver. I can't set them for that low. It's giving me a minimum price of 62.60. That's pretty weird. Must have theirs set for shorter duration. If you don't use the auction house much, your posting fee is actually lower based on how you set the time. Like right now it's 25.4. This were only a 4-hour auction. It only cost me 1 silver to post it. 8 hours is 3. 48 hours is 25. That's interesting. That's a big jump. Oh, mine are all travelers. Well, adventurers don't start dropping until 131 or so. Okay. Yeah, I don't use the filtering system. I have a lot of bad habits. I imagine I don't have any room in my vault. That would be atypical for me. Let's take a look.
How can I be of service?
$84 of 90. Well, I guess I can get a couple of these maps out of my inventory. That wouldn't hurt. Only thing Ed would filter is dirty skulls and other fishing junk. That'd be nice. Bacchus checking in. Hi, Bacchus. Good to see you, bud. 65 buyout? Yeah. I don't need to get rich. Bacchus also streams Lord of the Rings online occasionally. Feel free to pop by and check him out. Okay, dog's taken out. You are welcome, Bacchus. Good to see you, bud. So I am out of almonds. I am out of Diet Dew. Should I use Steam or the official launcher? It doesn't matter at all. I use Steam, but it does occasionally cause weird bugs. So if you can use the official launcher, that's probably best. Steam just basically piggybacks onto the official launcher anyway. But like one of the problems I have on this account is I can't use, whole stacks of items at a time. For some reason it's bugged out. I'm told that's just a Steam related issue. It's like, okay. Thought that was a Linux thing. Nope. Steam, apparently. Bacchus hopes to be streaming in about 12 hours. Very good. Big Door 82 says, I use the official launcher mostly because I hate that you open the Lotro store in game. In Steam version, you have to open it in a browser. Yes, I also have that issue. Caught weeds. We'll also shout out our friend Tux Ramus. He's a Lotro streamer. Haven't talked to him or Sorcerer Zero for a while, but I saw Tux popped into Discord chat. Good to hear from him. I hope him and his wife are both doing terrifically well. I got a bright bitterling. Okay, and more weeds. But I got me a dace. It's funny that one fish could bring in more from the auction house than all of those chests combined. Whew. Rated his stream the other day. It was the first time I'd seen him online in a while. Oh, okay. He's a daytime streamer, so I don't always know if he's been online or not. I do pop in when I get a chance to, but they've probably just been busy with other stuff. Turtle says, stuck in my bed, so annoying, but my wheelchair wore out, so meh. Yeah, people don't realize you have to get wheels replaced like every year on wheelchairs. The tires go bad, and like you can't just take it to a bicycle shop. They won't like repair the tires because of liability issues. So you have to go to a medical specialty company, and it can be quite expensive maintaining a wheelchair. Okay, Bacchus. Oh, we got a concert going on. That's always fun. Naturally, I would quit dancing as soon as the music stopped. I'm not smart. That's fun, though. Nope, waiting on a medical supply place to replace it. Well, I hope that gets sorted out for you soon, Turtles 2. I have a quadriplegic friend that I play Lotro with on Saturdays, and another friend, Donnie, who hangs out and chat with us. And Donnie's wheelchair bound and spends way too much time cooped up in his bed watching YouTube videos. I always like to hear he got out and got to go do something during the day. He lives in Orlando and I live in Nebraska, so it's not like I can go pick him up and take him to the park, but I think he gets out with his brother and sister fairly regularly, and they do stuff with him, which is really nice. So, always glad to hear that. Let's see what we got from the Mordor treasure. Mite jewelry. So, alright everybody, I am going to grab another Diet Dew before I turn into a pumpkin, because I feel myself fading. But, I am enjoying playing, and I want to keep going for a little while, so, Chairstream hype! BRB. Baka says, tell me about it. I've been up at 4 a.m. to join Ed for his streams, depending on daylight savings. My dig jeep's trying to lick my phone when you talk. Ginger checking in. Hi, Ginger. Oh, my dog keeps trying to lick my phone when you talk. That's pretty funny. Mr. Christoph, a friend of mine, said that his cat was watching the stream a few nights ago, and it was driving him nuts that I was like on a menu and like clicking through inventory and stuff. And he actually sent a screen cap of his cat staring at the screen. It was pretty funny. Be right back, y'all. And we're back. And you can witness something extremely rare. Me drinking a Pepsi. This is that Pepsi Zero Sugar. It's the new and improved formula, which I actually think is worse than the old formula. This is my last bottle out of the 6-pack I bought, so I'll drink it. Oh, I'm on Crick Hollow tonight. Just for fun, I dusted off my Guardian. It's 115th level. Actually leveled him up tonight. Was out questing a little bit in Mordor. I haven't crafted tonight, so we'll do a little rudimentary crafting here. Oh, different account. My house is long gone on this account. We can go try to reclaim it, though. Might still be available. That's not that well known. I think a lot of Americans just think of Freddie Mercury as being British. Singer says, I'm sure you can afford it once you rake in on that loot box silvers. Absolutely. We ride for the housing area and for glory. The aftertaste is a little unpleasant, but I mean, if it's cold enough, it'll do in a pinch. I won't be buying it again, though. Well, it's a bit of a shame. I was glad they actually had a drinkable cola. I would probably drink a Diet Coke before I would drink this again. Actually, I'd rather drink iced tea than either of them. That's okay if you love Pepsi Zero Sugar. More for you to enjoy. Quite enjoy Pepsi Max. Prefer it to the Coke products. Well, that's because your toilet water spins the wrong way, Bacchus. You're just confused about a lot of things. It's because you've been living upside down all these years. Let's see. Okay, first thing, let's get the heck off of this war steed. I'm not sure.
Friend. Can I help you with something?
If it's been this long, how the hell do you reclaim your house? Let's take a look at house. That's probably a good place to start. You do not own any housing. Was without power for 18 hours. I don't. It's been a long time since I've been on Crick Hollow. I thought this was part of the documentation for the housing broker, but I think this goes to a quest out in Galtrev, or near Galtrev in Dunland. I don't really remember that either.
What do you need?
He's got my stuff. Holy cow. That is a fortune worth of fish. Wow. Yeah, I definitely need to get that back. I guess I just go buy a house. I had hundreds of fish stored away. You know, I thought it was strange that I had this huge cache of fish on Arkenstone and on Evernight, but not on Crick Hollow, because I did play here quite a bit. Nope, somebody owns this one. Somebody owns that one. Somebody owns this one. Somebody probably owns this one. Given my proclivity for task item turn-ins, it's generally advantageous to be as close to the task item board in the housing area as possible. This one definitely has an owner. Could always go pick a different neighborhood too. This one seems to be well populated. which is good to see. A lot of the housing areas are not as heavily populated these days. Especially since they've come out with more fashionable housing. I am out of Cheez-Its again. Disappointing as they are delicious. You go into the Hofold housing area, you can get the house next to the one Warsteinek has. Oh, that's kind of a fun idea. Same server, different account. That makes sense. Well, that wouldn't be a bad house there. There's Bacchus. Oh, here's Warsteinek's house. And here's the one right across from Warsteinek. So it's been quite the stream, in addition to all of the Tedments, including but not limited to fishing, crafting, eating on camera, inventory management, and task item turn-in. We've also reset our trait lines, bought a house, and it's going to take me a long time to move all those escrowed items over. That's okay. It's something to do. I'm not getting any reaction from the escrow broker. Did it just magically put all my stuff in my house? That'd be wonderful if that happened, but I'd be very surprised. Wow, there it is. Nice. Yes, it all goes into your chest when you buy it. Thank you, Ginger. You can set up permissions so you can utilize the storage on your opposite account. Well, I think redecorating can wait. what I can do is pay up 22 weeks worth of maintenance. Even redecorating the walls with fish? How will anyone know it's your house? That's a good point. I don't know I had any fishing trophies up, did I? I had to have had fishing trophies, right? What if I didn't have fishing trophies? Oh, nope, there's fishing trophies. Okay, that's a lot of trout group trophies. I like it. Alright, well there won't be any doubt in who lives here, that's for sure. Model of Mount Doom, wine rack, wooden keg, small fire pit, some banners. I was wondering if I had a theme somewhere. I don't see one. We're gonna need a bigger house. Exactly. Bonus Lotro Sims content. $60 items in the chest. So we've got sturgeon group, darter group, trout, 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 a couple of ruthless ruds, another darter group, and another sturgeon group. I had 2 of each and 3 of the trout. Big Ed is Lord of Streams. Not a big shocker there. So that's the pig in a blanket. It's literally a pig in a blanket sleeping and snoozing on the floor. And you can hear it snoring. That wine rack's going to be furniture. Put it here. I have no ambient music. Makes me sad. That's not where that goes. It's gotta be in the house, huh? Interesting. So we can go stick some banners out in the yard. Well, Barad-dûr, the dwarves. Let's see what the legacy of Barad-dûr has in mind. Search rubble. Complete edge of the abyss. Complete treasures forgotten. Glad you got a chance to check, Zinger.
How can I be of service?
How can I be of service?
Oh, that's funny. He'll only take you back to the beginning areas or the troll shaws. For some reason, I thought the stable master out here had way more destinations for some reason. I definitely don't want to be traipsing around out here at my level. I would be easy pickings. You PvPIR? What? No. I just came out here to check the stable master. I was looking to get a ride out to Mordor without burning my travel, but I can burn the travel. It's not a big deal. I'm right back out where I was questing earlier. Western Udun. I'm not a fan of Udun. Oh, with level cap at 140 and me only being 115, any creeps would probably roll right over me. Way too far under level. It's a long horse ride across Udun. For some reason I thought there was somebody here I was supposed to talk to. Guess not.
Now
Crafting
then,
vendor. So you have to be kindred to get recipes. Ugh.
oh, this is far from fair, Ethereum.
Far from fair Ethereum. Travel skill. Journey to the Hall of the King. Well, that's handy. Oh, now I got 2 travel points to the Udun Foothold. So that's a success. Used to make use of the Allegiance Hall, and transport there takes you closer to the action, I think. Yeah, I believe you're correct. Remember how brutal Mordor was at launch? You didn't pull 3 mobs at once. I'm pretty awesome though, I can get away with it. It's nasty and an abrupt jump in landscape difficulty. Yeah, there's still a couple areas that if you walk into them unaware, you'll get run right over. I want a kin invite for that tune, by the way. That's a good question. I don't know if I'm in an allegiance or not. Let me look. Sure, I'd take an invite. Thank you, Bacchus. Kin house needs more fish. I will do my best to accommodate. Alright, in all honesty, I am turning into a pumpkin. I've been streaming a little over 3 hours. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here, folks. Let's go find somebody to raid so I can get my happy Tookus off to sleep. I am looking forward to sleeping. Oh, some great Lotro streaming tonight. We got French Girl Gaming streaming. We've got Professor Teacher G streaming. Far One is streaming. Basil One Lotro is streaming. We're going to raid French Girl Gaming because she's a fellow stream team member. But feel free to pop by and see Professor Teacher G if you'd like. And we'll give her a quick shout out. I will be back next Friday, hopefully with something more exciting to do. Well, it was fun running around Mordor and straightening out my Guardian. That was okay. I'll be on my personal channel this weekend. Come by and say hi. I guess I can shout myself out. And we'll see you all then. Take care and have a great weekend, everybody.
Yeah.